So in this video, I wanted to do a talk about dropshipping and how they should rename it dead shipping. And I believe dropshipping has ruined online shopping. So I want to explain my experience with dropshipping. I tried dropshipping a number of years ago because at the time it was really popular. Everyone was doing it. People were saying, "Oh, you can make a load of money doing dropshipping." So I thought, you know what? To hell with it. I'll give it a go. And if you don't know what dropshipping is, it's essentially where you can list a product on the internet, you can sell it, and then you can drop ship it from, say, a Chinese supplier like Temu, AliExpress, or Alibaba. And it basically means that you don't have to store any inventory and you can just scale a business pretty quickly. Now, there are a few drawbacks to dropshipping, which I'm going to explain in this video. And my story will paint a very clear picture as to why I bloody hate the damn business model. But I joined a program for dropshipping, and it was called the Kibo Code. You may have heard of this. I don't know if maybe you won't have heard of it. And essentially what they taught you to do was to create a store and then list products on that store and then run Google traffic ads or Google search ads to that product. And it worked. That actually really worked really well. And you would test a number of different products, run ads to them, and then you would scale up the ads and the products that were creating sales. And I had a number of products making money, which was fantastic. Really, really cool. But there's a few drawbacks because once I started shipping these products to customers, and for example, say if a customer didn't like the product, they would want to return it. And I had no control over where this product was being sent. I had no inventory, nowhere to store things or anything like that. That was the first problem. Second problem is that when you make a sale dropshipping and you then fulfill that item from, say, China or somewhere that's not in your origin country, it takes a long time to get to the customer, which when you're trying to compete against shipping and delivery times with companies like Amazon, you've got no chance. If you've got shipping times of over 7 days, up to 2 weeks, nobody wants to wait 2 weeks for a frigging product. People want whatever they've ordered, like now or tomorrow. And that's why Amazon is so powerful. But I carried on with this dropshipping route and came across a product, and it was during COVID. So in 2020, when everyone was locked in their bloody houses or whatever the hell was going on. And I decided to start focusing on fitness and sports products to help people stay fit and healthy. And one of the products that I drop shipped and tested was, well, there was two actually. There was a pull-up bar and there was a weight bench, a flat weight bench. And I sold a metric ton of these products. And for me at the time, I had a dropshipping business that was doing over $1,000 a day in sales, which at the time I was like, this is insanity. Now, which all sounds fantastic, but just wait till I get to the kicker. Because I was making all these sales, had all this money coming in, and I was like, oh, fantastic, I'm rolling in all this cash, great, fantastic. The problem was, though, because of COVID, there were obviously problems with manufacturing, delivery times, economics in general on a global scale. So me getting things manufactured and finding suppliers for these products was proving to be really hard. And the more and more sales I made, the bigger and bigger this problem got. And it got to the point where I had to make an absolute ton of refunds for one main reason, and it's because I didn't control the stock. So I sold all these flat weight benches, literally dozens, hundreds of them, and I had to refund so many customers because I couldn't fulfill the products. And then when you've got angry customers, trying to deal with them, it literally is a nightmare. Honest to God, it's an absolute nightmare. So I ended up refunding all these people. But what I did was I used dropshipping as a way to test products, to test market validity. So then I thought, well, if I can control the variable, which is stock on a product, then I should be able to win. So what I did was I then went and found my own supplier for a weight bench, got it manufactured, made a really, really good product, and then brought it in and sold it. Now, I wouldn't recommend selling weight benches. They're very heavy, very bulky, take up a lot of storage space, probably cost a little bit in inventory. I just wouldn't recommend it personally. It was a bit of a headache for me. But I sold all the units that I brought in. I was quite happy about that. But as for drop shipping, I personally would not be looking to start drop shipping in 2025 and beyond. I think the days of drop shipping are gone. People want products quickly. They want they want to know they're buying from a trustworthy brand, which is, again, why Amazon is so powerful. But it also just drills home how important it is to build a foundation on a solid brand or business you start this year. And I can't stress that enough. So if you are looking to make a quick buck, don't go down the dropshipping route. Like I'm begging you, don't. Maybe there are different ways you can drop ship now, or there's a similar business model, but if you basically have a product for sale in the USA or the UK or Europe, and you're planning on fulfilling that product from China, and there's over a 7-day delivery window, or even a 5-day delivery window now, don't bother, because you will just cause yourself a ton of headache like I did. Focus on the long term, focus on building solid foundations, use platforms like Amazon and Shopify and eBay and other marketplaces, which are all trusted, to build your brand off and sell from there, as well as having a strong social media presence to show that you are a genuine brand and there are genuine people behind your brand. That is way more important than some dropshipping store where people can get cheap products, but it doesn't take 2 days to get to them. So real short one for me today, but dropshipping for me is something I would 1,000% not recommend. I got burnt by it. I know plenty of other people have been burnt by it. I know it's a business model that works for some people, but I believe we're in an age now where dropshipping has been and gone, it's had its day, and e-commerce and online shopping as a whole has evolved. So to stay up with those trends and to stay ahead of the curve, you need to build a brand. You need to be focusing on building a brand, building a solid name for yourself, and building quality products that people love and recommend to their friends. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this if you've been burnt by dropshipping below. I will also include a link below to an explainer video showing you how me and my business partner are building brands in 2025 and how we're helping students do the same. And YouTube is also going to recommend some videos up here, which if you stay on YouTube, go and check these out next.